the person, please unmute and talk. And end of the class, I'll give a chance to all the people to talk and give the clarity about all your concerns. Right. So let's start. .NET introduction. Today we are going to have a topic called .NET introduction. So before discussing about .NET introduction, let me take your feedback. Like according to your knowledge, what do you think? What are the prerequisites required for .NET? Yeah. What are the prerequisites are required for .NET to learn .NET? According to you, you guys can respond. And the people who are not getting voice, yeah, Bhaskar, you can give a message to all the people who are not getting voice. Just ask them to relog in, please. Yeah. Now, guys, right. Chandra, yeah. Can you tell me what are the, according to you, what are the prerequisites required for .NET? Yeah, Chandra, you can respond. Well, you can unmute, Chandra. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, please. According to you, what are the prerequisites we required to learn .NET? Yeah.
We required sufficient memory.
No. I'm asking you as a student, what you need exactly. Like, what are the background you require? Like, do you require any programming background according to that?
Basic C, C++ enough for learning .NET.
C and C++ according to you, right? Any more?
Yes.
Any more? No? Karthik, come on, you tell me. Karthik. Yeah.
For learning .NET background, I think there is nothing to know.
Yeah. Right. Harika, come on, Harika. According to you. Yeah. Right. Shabir, come on, you can answer. Shabir, first.
Yeah, so basically you need basic concepts of programming and I think little bit of knowledge of HTML, right?
Basic programming knowledge like HTML. Okay, right, very good. Next, any other concern? Right, anybody can speak. Yeah, who are interested can respond. Somebody are telling CSS,
SQL basics.
SQL basics. Yeah, next, OOPS concepts. OOPS 7.
C# is useful to learn.
C# is actually part of .NET only, right? Very good. Next, 8. Because we will have many assumptions. That's the reason. Better to get the clarity about that. What exactly we require to learn .NET? Come on, tell me. Next point. Right. Yeah, please mute yourself. Only the people who are talking, unmute and immediately mute. Try to maintain silence in the class. It will disturb. The session is getting recorded. Whatever, every session is sent to you guys. That's the reason. Visual Studio and so on. Right. See, according to other trainers, you required all these things, but according to our classes, I'm sure you don't require anything. You don't require any programming, no programming background. Listen, no programming background required, no computer science background required for our training. Yes, according to the qualification, any graduate. Our training we designed to learn a BCom student. Any graduation can learn. So what exactly we need means patience and time. If you will have these two, I'll make you masters in .NET, masters in programming. Are you clear? So couple of previous batches with experience, I'm telling you, in last batch, Ayurvedic medicine student is there, she got job. And every batch out of 100, we will have 10 to 15 people are from like life sciences and commerce background people. Now after our training, you will get job only within 3 interviews. So my focus on programming. I have a question to all the people. With this you can say that, yes, how much gap you have is not a matter. 10 years, 15 years gap. Even though you have a BCom background, or BZC, right, biological science background, any background, just if you have graduation, I'm sure you will become a software engineer in .NET with this training. With my experiences, I'm telling, last batch one girl was there, 25 years back she got married, BCom student, she attended classes, she got job. And BCom, n number of examples are there. So, right. And one more thing, yeah, one more question. How many are having fear about programming? How many are fear about programming? Fear, scaring about coding. Yes, you can respond through chat. How many are having fear about coding? So when I was doing my masters, there is a lab practicals. I'm carrying slips every day. Okay, I'm carrying programs and I'm just typing. If the program is matched, I'm very happy. Otherwise, I'm sitting idle waiting for other help. I was scared a lot at the time of my academics. Okay, so how many are scaring about coding? Orally, you can speak, one or two guys. Yeah. Yeah, so many people are responding through chat, but I want to listen your voice. Anybody?
Hi, this is Manasa. For the question you have asked, I'm not really very scared about programming because
Not scared, fear.
Yeah. I don't have any fear about programming, but I'm just confused about how to do better. You know,
Yeah.
people
Right.
like me, we have very little knowledge about programming, but we have the confusion about how to improve it.
Yeah. So don't worry. See, in industry, in IT industry, most of the people are like fear about coding. See, here our training also main concentration on programming. I'll not write programs. I'll make you people to write the program. Sir, how it is possible? You can ask me. You see how it is possible. Okay. So mathematics is easy. English is easy. But a person who is coming from rural is telling that English is easy. A person who is from city is telling that mathematics is easy. So behind the reason is, please mute yourself, guys. Behind the reason is, Jansi, please mute. Jansi. Yeah. The behind reason is why somebody, Jansi, please mute. Jansi, voice is coming from your end, I think. Hello. Oscar, mute Jansi. Right. Or send right click and just dismiss. Automatically she will re-log in. Okay. Right. So a person who is coming, we'll take two case studies, who is coming from rural background is telling that mathematics is easy, English is tough. The person who is coming from city is telling that English is easy, mathematics is tough. Behind the reason is what you know. A person who is from rural had a good mathematics teacher, might be not a good English trainer. So the person who is from cities, from grammar school environment, they are very comfortable in English. With this we can say one human being is telling that mathematics is easy, another human being is telling that English is easy. With this we can say any subject is easy if you have a proper guidance. That's why I'm telling you, I'll make you masters in programming within this 3 weeks session. We're planning these fundamentals 3 weeks. So 3 into 5 means 15 sessions. In 15 sessions, every student will tell that I like coding. I'll make you like that. I'm sure about that. And one word will come, I'm sure. That is, coding is very, very easy. So are you getting my voice properly, all of you guys? Hello, are you getting my voice now, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We are getting it.
Yes, we are.
Let's start our technical discussion. Yeah, guys. Today, as part of this, we have a brief introduction about .NET. With this, what we are going to learn exactly what is .NET. First point, what is .NET? Second, what we can do by using .NET. What we can do by using .NET. Third question is how .NET is supporting to develop various types of applications. To develop various types of applications. First, we are going to discuss what is .NET. Second, we are going to discuss what we can do by using .NET. Third, how .NET is supporting to develop various types of application. A brief idea about .NET. I'm sure with this 45-minute session, you will get a clarity about .NET, what you have to learn and what you don't require to learn. Let's discuss about what is .NET. Yeah. See, don't worry. A 10th class student also can learn .NET with my training. I have proved so many times. Okay. So, right. What is .NET? What about your gaps, like especially girls who are housewives? Don't worry. And 10 years, 15 years gap is also not a matter. Yeah. What is Jansi, again, there was a network disturbance from your end. Please mute and just listen the class. Okay. What is .NET? .NET is you will have a couple of questions. Get ready, guys. I have your names. I'll call you and I'll ask you the name. I'll ask the question. .NET is a software platform. .NET is a software platform. .NET is a software platform which was introduced by Microsoft in the year 2002. In the year 2002, Microsoft was introduced a new software platform called .NET. Okay. So about Microsoft, few points. About Microsoft, guys. Right. Yeah. Ganesh, anything you know about Microsoft? Any point you know about Microsoft? About Microsoft, we want to have 2-3 points at least. Right. Yeah, you don't worry, that recording is going to is performing by us. We will send you the recorded session. Don't worry, you don't worry about recording. Just listen and answer for my question. Right, Ganesh, can you tell me a few points about Microsoft? Anything you know about Microsoft, Ganesh? Yeah. Anybody can respond about Microsoft. I want 2 points. That's it. Yeah. Yes, Srikanth. Srikanth. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Anyone about Microsoft? Few points about Microsoft. Right. Satya, can you? Yeah. About Microsoft, I want few points. Rajeshwari, can you?
Microsoft is a leading software technology which was established by Bill Gates in USA.
Yeah. Microsoft is one of the leading software organization in IT industry. It was established by Bill Gates in USA. So recent some news related to India towards Microsoft last 1 to 2 years. What is that news? Present CEO of Microsoft is Satya Nadella. He belongs to
India.
India. Okay. This leading company introduced .NET in the year 2002, and main product of Microsoft is what? All our Windows OS, Windows operating systems are from which company?
Microsoft.
All company Windows OS is from Microsoft only. Okay, that company was launched .NET in the year 2002. Second, what we can do by using .NET, right, guys? What we can do by using .NET? Yes, let me tell you. Using .NET, we can develop various types of software applications. Using .NET, we can develop various types of software applications like below. Number 1, Windows applications. Number 2, web applications. Number 3, web services. Number 4, Mobile applications. Mobile applications. Mobile applications. Mute yourself, guys. Mute yourself. Right. Hello. Right. Web services, mobile applications. Guys, better to mute yourself. Nancy, please. Yeah, Bhaskar, remove her from the list better. Mobile applications, and so on. You are giving your noise to all. Yeah. Using .NET, what we can develop various types of software application, like number one, Windows application, web services, mobile application, and so on. Right. Come back to our discussion. Let's understand about Windows application. What is Windows application? Let me give you a brief idea about this. At present, we are giving just a one-line explanation about Windows application. Later, we'll discuss about more clear. Software applications are various types based on application behavior. One category Windows application, another category web application, and web service. Simply, I'll tell you one-line answer for about this. Single user application. At a time, it can be consumed by only one user is called Windows application. Example for Windows application is Jansi. You can join, but be mute. Yeah. Example for Windows application. Guys, any idea? Manasa, any idea about Windows application example? It is a single user application. Only one line explanation. MS Office is Windows application. Your Notepad is Windows application. Calci is Windows application. These are all called Windows application. Now come back to second category of applications are called web application. What is web application? Right. It's called multi-user application. Multi-user application means at a time it can be consumed by more than one user. We have couple of points about this, but right now it's not required. Just an idea is enough. Example, Facebook, www.facebook.com, gmail.com. These are all web applications, websites. About web services and mobile applications, it is not the right time to discuss, but you remember that these are all the types of applications which we can develop with the help of .NET. Yeah, that's it. Okay guys, now coming to try to respond when I am asking, because one-way communication is always very too bad. Okay, but we have even the crowd. Don't worry, we can manage very well, I'm sure, if you will support me. So are you going to support me regarding this? Yeah, right. You can respond through chat for every question. All guys, one person is talking to me, remaining all 70 students are there in the class. One is me and my my partner Bhaskar, who is the CEO of this company. We are organizing the session. I am the presenter, he is the organizer. 70 students are there right now. I will target one student, I'll address the name, and remaining 69 students can respond for my question through chat. Interaction is very, very important. Otherwise, there is no use of this training. End of the course, you are going to be the masters in .NET. Whatever knowledge I have, you should have. That is my target. I want to make you the best in this IT industry. Right. Next, Naren. Naren, come on. Naren. Yeah. Can you tell me what we can do by using Naren? Immediately unmute. Naren. Yeah. What we can do by using .NET. Can you explain? Naren or Naren Reddy, both are anyone. What we can do by using .NET. Oh, Naren at workplace. Now next, Neeraja, can you explain what we can do by using .NET?
You can build application.
Yeah, you can mute. Kid noise is there. You can mute. Neeraja, you can mute. I can understand. If you have noise, you don't require to respond, guys. You don't require. Now, yeah, what we can do by using .NET? Sudarshan, can you explain what we can do by using .NET? Whatever I explained, I need that explanation. Sudarshan. Yeah, Lakshmi, you can respond otherwise. Lakshmi, come on.
We can build various type of applications.
Very good. Using .NET, we can develop various types of software application. Number one. Okay. See, this girl, I don't know who is this. Khushbu. I'm getting voice from your end. Yeah. Windows application, second web application, third web service, mobile application, and so on. Okay. Right. Now come back to next. Third one is how. Next we have to discuss how .NET is supporting. How .NET is supporting to develop various types of applications. How .NET is supporting to develop various types of applications. So just now we said .NET is a platform which is supporting to develop various types of application. How it is possible? There's a question. How it is possible? Can you, anyone? How it is possible? See, one person can respond through voice, remaining people can respond through chat. Chat only 10 to 20 people are responding. Remaining people are sitting idle, watching like a TV9 news. What is the use of TV9 news? They will explain, we will just listen and we will forget. But we can't express again. We can't remember anything. I'm sure about that. Better. Come on. How .NET is supporting to develop various types of application. How it is possible? Come on. Right. Anyone?
So, Mr. Reddy, can you hear us?
I am getting your voice. Tell me. How?
Okay, so .NET has a common framework or the platform which help us develop applications across the platforms.
How it is possible? Like how they designed this one? How they made it like that? To make like that, how they made, Microsoft has made .NET framework to support to develop various type of application. Any idea?
Oh, actually, .NET framework is integrated with .NET software. Whenever we install the .NET software, framework is automatically installed.
Very good.
It's
very
through
good.
Visual Studio.
Very good, Karthik. Right, very good. Like, let me explain a simple example here. Very good. Yeah. You guys mute yourself. Immediately mute after answer is completed. Let's take a refrigerator. One person can respond now. Refrigerator. Karthik, you can respond. Refrigerator will provide how many services, Karthik?
Two services.
Two services. Number one, air cooling will give, bottom, air freezing will give. How refrigerator is providing two services? Because it is integrated with two technologies, cooling technology, freezing technology. They are integrated with two technologies. That's why it's providing two services. Similarly, the question is how .NET is supporting to develop various types of application, because .NET framework is integrated with multi technologies. Number one, first one is Windows technology, that is nothing but Windows Forms. .NET is integrated with Windows technology called Windows Forms. Using Windows Forms, we can develop single user applications called Windows applications. Okay, here now, yeah, about Windows Forms, you people have to answer 2 lines. If anybody will ask what is Windows Forms, we should say Windows Forms is a .NET Windows technology. What we can do by using this, we can develop Windows applications. Right. Now, Satya, tell me what is Windows Forms? Satya, tell me what is Windows Forms? Right. Karthik, you tell me.
Applications.
Using this, we can
build single app application,
Windows Forms is
Microsoft
Windows technology. Using Windows Forms, we can develop Windows applications. It is Windows application is nothing but single user application.
Right. ASP.NET. It is integrated, framework is integrated with other technology called ASP.NET. This ASP.NET is a web technology. Using this, we can develop web applications. Similarly, .NET is integrated with one more web service technology, that is nothing but WCF. WCF is a .NET web service technology. WCF stands for Windows Communication Foundation. WCF stands for Windows Communication Foundation. With this, we can develop a web service. About web service, I didn't give you more clarity because it is not the right time to understand about web service. But if you want to, it's a type of application. If you want to develop a web service with the help of .NET platform, you should use WCF. Like that, .NET framework is integrated with like how Freeze is integrated with cooling technology and freezing technology. .NET framework is integrated with multi technologies. Due to that reason, .NET is supporting to develop various types of software applications. So here I have a question. The question is .NET. These three are what, guys? These three are what? .NET technologies. So my question is, .NET learner required to learn one technology or multi technologies? Abhilash? .NET learner required to learn one technology or multiple? Immediately you guys has to respond through chat. One person I am targeting, remaining people should respond through chat. Come on. I have a question, Abhilash. Is it required to learn all the technologies? Like 3, 4, 5 main, these three are the main technologies in .NET. So is it required to learn?
Not necessarily, just we should have some idea on that. It will be helpful, I think.
No, my question is it required to learn all or any one is okay?
One, I think.
Any one is okay.
1, 2, 3 is better to learn or any one is okay? Yeah. Somebody said anyone is okay. Why? Not like that. Why? Because suppose you know only Windows Forms, for example. You know only Windows Forms. You can develop only what applications? Windows application. Tomorrow your company is asking you to develop web application. Again you have to update ASP.NET. That is the reason. .NET developer better to update multi technologies like Windows Forms, ASP.NET and WCF, because you will have a knowledge to develop various types of software applications. So better to update multiple technologies of .NET to support multi-type of applications. Right. Here next coming to these are .NET technologies. But whenever you talk about .NET, one terminology might be you have listened so many times. Whenever we will talk about .NET, generally we will listen one terminology. What is that? Generally you will listen always whenever people will talk with you about .NET. One is you will listen, but that we didn't discuss till the time. What is that? Whenever we talk with the people about .NET, one terminology is what? C#.NET. Yes or no? Right? Are you getting my voice? Till the time we didn't discuss about that, but always you will listen this word. Then what is C#.NET? C#.NET is a C#.NET is a .NET language. C#.NET is a .NET language. So then what do you mean by .NET language? Then what do you mean by .NET language? Can we say every programming language is a .NET language? What do you mean by .NET language? Can I say C? Can I say C is a .NET language? Can I say C is a .NET language? Answer, no. No. So then what do you mean by .NET language? What do you mean by .NET language? .NET language. So here we can say a programming language which is supporting by .NET platform. A programming language which is supporting by .NET platform is called as .NET language. A programming language which is supporting by .NET platform is called .NET language. What do you mean by supporting here? A programming language which you can use to write the program in .NET platform. That programming language is called a .NET language. Here you have to remember one thing, .NET is supporting for multiple programming languages. Multiple programming languages like C#, .NET, VB.NET and so on. .NET is a platform which is supporting for multi-programming languages like C#.NET, VB.NET, and it's supporting for C++.NET, VC++.NET, and so like that. It's supporting for 160 plus programming languages. All these languages are called as .NET languages. All these languages are called as .NET languages. So among all these languages, here you will have a doubt, do we require to learn all? No, any one language is enough. Among this, 99% of the companies are using C#.NET. Due to the reason we also updating C#.NET, because all .NET jobs are in C#.NET. Why? Because the language flexibility, all the companies are preferring to use C#.NET. Then immediately we'll get a doubt, if suppose tomorrow we will have a project in VB.NET, then what is my situation? See, there is a chance of 1% for this, but one .NET language to another .NET language, you will have syntax differences, so you don't require to worry. If you know C#.NET, you can update VB.NET within 1 week, 10 days time. It will not take much time. You don't require to learn again VB.NET right now. And one more thing, if you will go to Google, if you will type .NET language converter, you can get download one converter tool. With the help of that, we can convert the C#.NET code into VB.NET, VB.NET code into C#.NET. Then immediately we understood that these three are technologies and this is a language. But to develop an application by using .NET platform, what exactly we require? To develop an application by using .NET platform, you require one .NET technology, concern technology, and you require one .NET language. For example, if you want to develop .NET language, you require one .NET language. For example, if you want to develop a Windows application, you require a technology called Windows Forms and a language called C#.NET. If you want to develop a web application, you require a technology called ASP.NET and you require a language called C#.NET. If you want to develop a web service, you require a technology called WCF and you require a language called C#.NET. With this, we can observe that to develop any type of application by using .NET platform, C#.NET is common. The role of the C#.NET is to write the business logic of that application. To define the functionality of the application, you need to write programming. For that, we have a programming language called C#.NET. Overall, we can say that hero of .NET is no doubt C#.NET. Once you are comfort in C#.NET, technology learning is nothing, because technology is just a drag and drop, but language means you have to write the business logic. To write the business logic, you need to learn programming language called C#. So up to here, are you clear guys? Understood what I said? Hello? Yeah, respond through chat. Response is important here. Now here I have a question to you all guys. What is the difference between Windows Forms and ASP.NET? What is the difference between Windows Forms and ASP.NET? Who can respond here? Naveen, Navina, or else Prudvi. What is Prudvi or Pradeep? You can respond. What is the difference between Windows Forms and ASP.NET? Pradeep, fast. Or Funny, you can also. Any one of you guys. Funny, come. Very good response. Yeah. What is the difference?
Form we can create Windows apps and ASP.NET we can create web applications.
Very good, very good. Yeah. Whenever you have a question regarding this, you should answer like this. Windows Forms is a .NET Windows technology. ASP.NET is a .NET web technology. First point. Using Windows Forms, we can develop Windows application. using ASP.NET we can develop web applications. Understood, Funny? Hello? Funny? Got
Yes,
it?
sir, understood. Yeah, got it.
Can you repeat?
Yeah, Windows Forms, we can create Windows apps, and ASP.NET we can create web applications.
Right. Okay, fine. Right. Next, what is the next question to somebody else? Unmute. You can unmute. What is the difference between ASP.NET and WCF? Here the question goes to Shiva. Shiva, come on. What is the difference between ASP.NET and WCF? Shiva, come on. Hello? Right. Or else you can, Shirisha, you can answer. What is the difference between ASP.NET and WCF? Shirisha.
I'm Sirisha. WCF used for web service, using for web service application, web service technologies, and ASP.NET for the web application, developing the web-based applications.
I'll tell you a few things too, guys. Generally, learning means 3 phases will be there. Phase 1 means understanding. Phase 2 means remembering. Phase 3 means how we have to explain, how we have to write, how we have to implement. Phase 1 understanding, everybody will do. Phase 2 people will try for remembering. Phase 3 means explaining. That is very important phase. Try for that every time, any concept you learn. Here the difference between ASP.NET and WCF is ASP.NET is a .NET web technology. WCF is a .NET web service technology. Using ASP.NET we can develop web applications. Using WCF we can develop a web service. Yeah, next question goes to, yeah, are you enjoying questionings, guys? Do you like it?
Yeah,
Yes, we are.
Question. I have a question. Question is powerful or answer?
Question.
Question is powerful or answer is powerful? Always.
Question is powerful.
Why, Abhilash? Question is powerful. How can we convince these guys? They are not agreeing. Come on, you convince.
I think this is not appropriate time. I will
Very simple.
do it in next session maybe.
A question will make you to think a lot. So question is very powerful always. Okay? Okay, if you understood the question, answer you will get one day. Okay? Remembering, understanding the question, remembering the question. Question is important. I'll tell you why I am having an interacting session like this. I'll tell you one simple point. That is, after training is completed, you are attending interview. In that interview, who has to answer? Student or faculty will come to the interview? Tell me. Anyone? Who has to clear the interview? Who has to respond in the interview? Who has to clear the interview? Akash. Student. So that's why your explanation skills has to improve. That's why I'm encouraging you guys to speak in class. Second one is, when I was studying 4th class, I went to fields with my driver, tractor driver. By tractor I was traveling with him for fun. He was illiterate, but he raised one question to me. The question is, which is the speediest thing in this world? Then I said, car, bike, helicopter, aeroplane, all these things. Simply he said, thought. He said that thought is the speediest thing in this world. Will you agree with this? Hello? Thought is the speediest. From here I can think anything. So thought is very fast. So to control the thoughts, when you are in the session, even though 30% of your mind is occupied with your kids and so on, so many things. So to cut all the thoughts, interaction is very powerful. To hold the attention, interaction is the powerful, no doubt. Session with interaction will give you excellent output to the student. I'm sure about that. You'll forget the timings also, I'm sure. Right. Now come back to our discussion. I have other question. Who are ready for the question? I'm not telling what question I'm going to ask, but with our previous discussion only. So I am ready, then I can ask that person only. Let's check the confident people in this session. Right. Right. The question is, we're going to be ready for the question, right? Right. Yeah. Amani, are you there? Yeah. Aparna, are you there? Aparna, can I ask you a question? Aparna.
Yes, sir.
A lot of noise. Please mute. If you are noise, don't respond. Just tell me I'm unable to talk to you. Okay. Right. Here the question is, what is the difference between C#.NET and ASP.NET? Who can respond? What is the difference between Kushal? Yeah, please respond. What is the difference between
C#.NET is all over .NET language. You know, it
Very
covers
good.
most of the programming.
What about ASP.NET? What about ASP.NET is what? ASP.NET is a .NET technology.
Yeah, ASP.NET.
.NET technology. Yeah. I have a question to Neeraja. Are you Neeraja? Already I covered, I think. Let's cover. Mauli, are you there? Mauli?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I have a question. What exactly we required to develop an application by using .NET platform?
We need to know one technology and one language.
Excellent. You are following 100%. Now, very good. You can unmute. Immediately you can unmute. Okay, right. Next, next question too. Right. Chakradhar, I want to develop. Chakradhar, are you there? Chakradhar, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Chakradhar, I want to develop a Windows application by using .NET platform. Then what I required exactly? I want to develop a Windows application by using .NET platform. What I require?
We need a web, Windows form, sir.
And come on, and
a programming language.
C#, complete your answer. What is this? If I will explain like that, you will say the class is too worst, right? Yeah, come on. I want to develop a Windows application by using .NET platform. We need Windows Forms and C#.NET. Now, next Ganesh, question to you. I want to develop a web application. What we require, Ganesh? Ganesh, I want to develop a web application. What we require?
ASP.NET.
ASP.NET and C#. ASP.NET and C#. Right. Now, I want to develop a web service. Shirisha, are you there? I want to develop a web service. What we required?
VCF and C#.
WCF and C#. With all these things, we understood one thing. We have to update first a language called C#.NET. Then we can update what technology is called Windows Forms and ASP.NET and what is that? WCF. But to develop any type of application, first you need a language called C#.NET. We have to update C#.NET. Yes or no, guys? Hello? Did you understand, all of you? Hello? Yeah. So as part of this fundamentals course, this 15 sessions, yeah, we are going to have two more introduction sessions. Introduction to .NET, like about framework, all these things, how .NET application will execute, all. Two more theoretical session will be there. And after two more sessions and fourth session, like today is the first, two more means three. Fourth session, we are entering into C#.NET. Now fourth session to 15th session, we are going to give you C#.NET programming basics. In that 11 sessions, I am going to prove you guys that you all the people can learn programming, you all the people can write programming, and you can learn, you can write the programming. I'll make you to write a couple of programs in this 11 sessions, and I'll give you a confidence to you all the people that you people can learn programming. I'm sure about that. So and as part of this training means, if you are attended full .NET course, I'll provide some materials here. I have written couple of books. One is step by step C#.NET, and my book only by R.N. Reddy. Like that, we have couple of books, step by step ASP.NET, and next 250 .NET interview questions. That's it. If you will prepare these 250 questions, that's it. You will get a job. 99% of the .NET interviews will be from this question bank. And test your C#.NET skills, C#.NET skills book. And fifth, we will provide one lab book, .NET lab book. Okay. And sixth, step by step Ajax, Okay, yeah, some more materials. Mainly we will provide all these materials as part of this training. So don't expect these materials will provide in these free sessions. Introduction sessions, once 15 sessions are completed, who will enroll for the course will provide all the materials to you guys with recording sessions. And coming these 15 recording sessions will be receiving by all the students who are enrolled for this course. And you know very well, I'm sure you all the guys are having our training TechGenius mail ID and TechGenius mail ID. You are having that information, guys, all of you. Mail ID and website, phone numbers, information. I'm going to display to you now. 1 minute. Yeah. I'm going to show you. Just record all the guys. Right. TechGenius website, TechGenius phone number, everything. Come on. This is the phone number for further communication. Record the phone number, all of you guys. 425-999-9376. And any further communication with the TechGenius, this is the mail ID info@techgenius.com. And coming to, this is a website. You can log in www.techgenius.com. Okay, coming to my mail ID is with TechGenius. Yeah, you can record this ID. RN Reddy @ yeah, same company name. What is the company name? TechGenius. Yeah, .com. RN Reddy @ .com. Okay, this is my mail ID, and you can communicate them info@techgenius.com. Okay, guys, this is about today a brief introduction about .NET. So here people will have a number of questions. Let me give a few clarity about your career. How to choose a software platform for career. Software career. A number of doubts will be there regarding this. People will waste a lot of time regarding this. Especially always I'm telling you, whenever you are choosing a software platform for your career, yes, you should be very serious about this. There are two areas will be there: programming and non-programming. Non-programming, yes, always 90% of the jobs will be in programming side and 10% of the jobs will be in non-programming. So my advice to all the people, always be in programming side because more number of opportunities. Means whenever you are choosing a software platform, you should see the job scope, which is having more job scope, no doubt programming. In programming, in non-programming side, you can say like testing, all these things you can choose, but I'm sure programming is evergreen. In this programming, you have two platforms. One is Java, second one is .NET. Now again, you will have a doubt, which is best, Java versus .NET. Let me give you the clarity here also. See here, 10% areas I'm telling you, tools and testing and SAP, all these things. I'm sure most of the people will do a wrong step called, I'm scaring about coding. I'm from EC background. I'm from EEE background, so I can't learn coding. 100% it is wrong assumption. Learning coding is very easy if you will get a right trainer. No doubt about that. BCom students are coming to our classes, they are becoming software engineers. And after my training, you don't require multi-interviews. First interview, you should get the job, or second, worst case, third interview. People will, after end of the course, people will be with 2 to 3 offer letters. Okay. And coming to Java versus .NET, which is best? Both are excellent, no doubt about that. But only the concern is Java is a long duration course. Like will take couple of months, like 6 to 7 months will take to update because content is more. And .NET will take 2 months, 2.5 months course. Only that is a one difference. With this, according to our time concern, .NET is the best. Second is to learn Java, you people